All right. So before I actually start what I'm talking about today, I'd like to ask you for your feedback. So this dead Muslar has been glitched. So it swam back into the hatchery. Then it couldn't get out. It starved to death. And now, I originally, like when I tranked it and I tried to move it over here, and it's just dead. And I'm telling you right now, I can't like even move it. And these are just forever here. Honestly, I'm okay with the body being there if these guys just leave. Is there a way to like fix this? I don't get it. I guess you could maybe stimulate it. I have no clue. Um, but anyways, I like to report. Not report necessarily. Talk about the movie 65. Now, the 65 movie, it looks fine, right? The monsters are not monsters. Well, I guess like technically are. The dinosaurs, from at least what I see on the trailers, they look fine. They're not like, oh my god, we're gonna fucking die. But I noticed a lot of the like paleo media, like Twitter, uh, they missed the point. They don't really make very good uh, argument points about it. It's just some random shit about generic Jurassic Park monster or whatever, which I don't personally see. Like, when I look at it, I don't see, yeah, that's definitely Jurassic Park inspired. I just see it as, uh, I don't know, a monster, I guess. I don't see it as Jurassic Park inspired. It's silly. So, um, but other than that, I think the main issue, and people don't really bring this up, is that the issue is it's not so much it looks like Jurassic Park or it's inaccurate. It's more of the designs are oversaturated. Like Giga, like this Giga for example, or let me find another example. The Baryonyx is another good one. Um, the designs are generally crocodilian and reptilian inspired and not so much anything else. It's lazily done. And I think that's the real issue. A lot of dinosaur movies have, is that they don't really come up with anything unique. Um, and if 65 comes up with a sequel, by the way, I'll still watch 65. I don't give a shit. I mean, it looks like the Rex or like the giant theropod looks very much Prime Evil inspired, which isn't necessarily a bad thing on its own. Um, but I think the issue arises when there's no actual creativity or identity behind it. It's filling in a motto, and nothing else comes to it whenever making that medium. Um, Second Extinction. Here's an example of accuracy not really matter. That doesn't really matter. Is Second Extinction. Sorry for the stutter. Jesus. They're Rex, right? Let me go to their website. They have a really good picture of it, I think. Uh, yeah. So this is the Rex. Now, it's inaccurate, obviously. It looks like a bit, like the mouth kind of looks or resembles somewhat similar to the V-Rex. But anyways, it's unique, though. It doesn't say, yeah, that's definitely V-Rex. You kind of have to look for it. I guess you could make the argument it looks like Journey to the Center of the Earth Rex. Or, not Rex, Giga. Jesus, they look so much like a fucking Rex. But it has its own identity, right? It looks very vibrant. It comes out at you. Like, alright, holy shit, that's Second Extinction Rex. Or whenever someone brings up Saurian Rex, you usually think of either this featherless one or the feathered brown one. The black black feathered one usually, I guess, could come out, but you have to be really familiar with the game. It's like, yeah, it has its own identity. Here's another example. Let me try to find. This game is very open about creative interpretations of animals in a monstrous way, and it doesn't really matter. What was that one artwork? I forgot. Raptor. It had. Forgot the fucking term. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. Ew, fucking gross. Can we get, like, actually good raptors instead of lame ass trucks? Alright, so ever since Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, it's just been filled with trash blue. Let's try to come with this dinosaur. It's coming out of some brush with its teeth, like, bolting out. I'm not too sure how to explain it, but I'm sure if you've been around images of dinosaurs, it will be familiar. I think it was some poster art for some dinosaur shooter games. Man, I should have been a little more prepared for this. Oh my god, so much trash has been filling this stuff up. Oh, that Beast of Bermuda. I'm recognizing a lot of these games' artworks. Beast of Bermuda, you got RJ. Man, crazy. What? Dinosaur Hunter, I think. Alright, this is as close as we're going to get to it. This is a parody. It's not the actually original, but it looks very much like this. The teeth are a lot more sharp and long. There it is. It's kind of butchered. Yeah, there it is. Right here. When I see the second extinction raptor like this, it reminds me of this. And not so much Indoraptor. In my mind, this is different enough for me to separate that and Indoraptor. So I guess in a way it took inspiration from Indoraptor and this. And that's not a bad thing. That's alright. Because it looks crazy enough. The whole point of this is just to be creative. Second Extinction is very much almost definition of being wild with your designs and not really caring about accuracy. Some people are pointing out with 65 it was advertised as accurate. I guess to some extent. I think whenever people read out just some extent where it's like there's some scientifically feasible or whatever the term was referred to as, they take it to the very extremes where it's like it's 100% accurate, flawless, whatever. And sure, things get outdated, but I think with this, it's very clear they're not going for accuracy. To some attributes like that raptor in the log scene, it's very clear that to some extent there is accuracy kind of added in, but that's not what they're trying to aim for. And with dinosaur medias like Jurassic Park, for example, or I guess 65, I consider it its own universe. Or same thing with Marvel Comics, where it's like, okay, obviously superheroes don't exist in our universe, but in the universe of Marvel, they do exist. Same thing with cloning dinosaurs and so on. I consider it its own thing. I'm not gonna. It makes me more lenient and less busting their balls over it. So let me pull up some images. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll just let me pick. Where's Spinosaurus? There it is. So with 65, it doesn't really breach any sort of wackiness. It doesn't go fall in like with Baryonyx and Jurassic World with making their Baryonyx. They went crocodilian, but they didn't fully commit to it. Um, let's see if I could find it, and hopefully I could. Jurassic. No. Jesus Christ. Jurassic World. Baryonyx. Onyx. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's happening now? I don't care. I'm not gonna help it. I'm just gonna turn off this. There you go. Fan art, I guess, would be the term. There's one that really did a very good job with redesigning the Fallen Kingdom, Baryonyx. And I really do want to... There it is. Let me go to the actual thing so you can actually see the artists. I think this is very much needing attention, because I think they did a bang-up job. So, Colin McNulty. Jesus. So, this is what I really want with the Baryonyx. They didn't fully commit to the crocodilian. It's very clear they were inspired by the crocodilian for Baryonyx, but they didn't fully commit to it. And that's what I think really made them falter with their design. Is that they forgot the fluke, they forgot the gullet, they didn't really commit to the crocodilian part of this design. And I think that's really where it flops. This is also a skin for the Primal Carnage Spinosaurus mutation. So check that out. I actually own it. I really do like this. It looks really good. But back to 65. Where it really flops is that there's no really any like I guess inspiration. There's no real originality to it. It's like they're filling it in a motto. Okay, so when you think of dinosaur, you think of reptilian and crocodilian, and they're trying to fill in either one of those mottos. They're not actually thinking of what would separate these dinosaurs from other dinosaur sources or mediums. So, here's an idea for you. How about making their dinosaurs more mammalian? Now hold on, before you get on my ass about it. So I'll put it this way, back to the argument of having separate universes for franchises and movies. It helps you not necessarily getting pissy on the internet about how inaccurate something is. It allows you to be more lenient with things, and thus allows you to be a little more nutty with how you design stuff. Like the planet, or I'm guessing 65 is a different planet and not like a time machine kind of movie. So what they could have done is this planet is going through these different steps of evolution. So which loops back to the whole mammals thing, where it's like dinosaurs could have gone through different pathways. Like one family tree went through mammals, one is going through birds, one is going through crocodilians, one is going through more amphibious evolution trees. So kind of like not Jurassic Park, more like Turok. You know, like the concept art for Turok too, before it got railed. Turok 2, it'd pop up. I don't even need to specify what I'm looking. Or never mind. I guess I do. Jeez. Canceled. Usually canceled does the bit. It should be one of these. That's not Turok. That's Dinosaur Hunter. I don't know why this is here. Jurassic the Hunted, rather. The Spinosaurus. Jesus Christ. That's like memorable. There's one that's really amphibious. But we could use this as an example. where one family tree goes through bird-like evolutions. Another one could have gone more of a, I guess, thorny lizard, stuff like that. I really want to show you guys this so you get the point. Yeah, here it is. So, different evolutionary trees, which not only branches out the creative scope of what you could do with your dinosaur designs, it could also separate you from other things like Jurassic Park. Because everyone has to compare every dinosaur source to Jurassic Park. Either prehistoric something, not Planet Dinosaur, the newer one that has the accurate design, the dinosaur design. He says people said it was like the Rex is like a coward or a softie or whatever, not a monster. Some general shit like that. So there's gonna be bad shit said about every media, but at least with 4065, if you went with the whole different evolutionary trees, you could have gotten really creative with how you designed your animals. So having, I don't know, like a Torvosaurus designed to have like mammal fur and tiger stripes, so it looks like just a dinosaur tiger, that'd be sick. That'd be fucking cool. And it'll be different. It separates it from other dinosaur shows and movies, other than the generic reptile crocodilian movie, which unfortunately they don't really ever cross. And I feel like they kind of shoot themselves in the foot whenever they say this thing is an Oviraptor, this thing is a T-Rex, because when people hear that, it's like, all right, they'll hold your Oviraptor to the standards of other Oviraptor in the media. So it's like, all right, this is the worst Oviraptor design. At least with it being a different planet, different things could evolve, and you can kind of be a little more creative with how you not only name your dinosaurs, how you before I even continue, don't even get on me about the whole, well, dinosaurs means something reptiles. I mean, humor me for a second, because I don't think they refer to them as dinosaurs. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I think it'd be kind of cool if they are a little more creative with how they, I don't know, did their world. It feels like they're just kind of filling in a motto of like what's already established in dinosaur media and not being a little creative. The whole it being not accurate isn't the problem. This is my thesis statement. I'm gonna stop. The problem is, it's not necessarily accurate. That's not the problem. The problem is it lacks identity. It is nothing more than filling a motto, and that be it. It's not trying to change things up. It's just filling in a motto, and that be it. And that's where the problem really resides. And no one, from what I could tell, is it really mentioning that. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, and peace, Jesus.